Hey everybody, welcome to KimmelsIrishPub.com. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie is called Baby Driver. So evidently there's a driver, getaway driver, I think his name in the movie is Baby, who listens to music to enhance his skills of driving. And gets wrapped up in some heist with some crime mob or anything like that. Really excited about this movie. IMDb has it at a 8.1. Rotten Tomatoes, critics have it at 93% fresh, and the users have it at 88% fresh. So it sounds great. It stars Ansel Elgort. I think I said that right. Seen him in a couple things. Kevin Spacey, Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, John Berthal, among other actors and actresses that are in this. So it's a lot of good actors in this. High ratings, a lot of high potential. It's out on iTunes already. It's not available on Amazon or Netflix, of course, but you can get it on iTunes. You just have to buy it. So I'm really excited about it. Stick around. Let's see how it goes. Hey, everybody. Early check-in here. It's at the 14-minute and 53-second mark of Baby Driver. And I'm checking in because I got a phone call to ask me about fantasy football, some advice. So I figured I'd have it on pause. I'll check in with you fine folk real quick. So all we have is the opening scene, which is action-packed. He does the driving right in the beginning, puts the headphones on. That's the other thing. It's probably going to be an excellent soundtrack. The first couple songs have been great, and his driving skills are unbelievable. A lot of excitement. It's kind of like Fast and the Furious against Point Break, in a sense, or any, robbery movie. But so far, so good. Very exciting. I like it. All the 8 main actors that I talked about have already appeared, and we're just starting to let it develop here. So I just check in real quick because I already had it on pause, but I'll come back in a little bit if anything exciting happens. I want to do one more quick check-in before the credits. It's the 1 hour, 28-minute, and 54-second mark, so a lot of time has passed in the movie. Again, a lot of action, very good soundtrack. For me, one of the pieces, not a spoiler alert, but and you can tell by the synopsis, he gets hooked in with some crime bosses or of some sort, some masterminds, if you will. It's Kevin Spacey. And I thought in the beginning, he owes Kevin Spacey, so he's driving for him. That's right out in the front. There's no secrets there. But then as it builds on and he pays him back, Kevin Spacey still wants him to continue to drive for him. And that's where they kind of put pressure on him to do so, by threatening, close family members in a sense and things like that. And that's the pieces of the movie that make you kind of uncomfortable. When he was doing it and he was having fun doing it and not doing it because he had to, it's a little bit more enjoyable. So it has taken a downturn a little bit. All the actors are in it. There's multiple bank robbers or robbers, I should say. They don't necessarily rob banks, but it's coming down to the end here, the conclusion, and I'm sure there's going to be a lot more action and more songs. And I'll check in with the credits in the end and give you my final thoughts. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Baby Driver. This is a tough one for me. I really wanted to like it a lot. And when I watched the first half of this movie, I really enjoyed it. I mean, first 45% of the movie, maybe first half, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. A lot of action, as I said. Great soundtrack, great acting, great plot line. Then it took a turn for me, as I mentioned in the last check-in. It gets to the part, and this is just me personally, where they, trying to manipulate the Baby Driver here, the younger character in the movie, and force him to, participate in their criminal activities. And it's like, that always, makes you kind of feel uncomfortable. It seems like he's a good kid, now they're forcing him to do this, and he's doing it against their will. Maybe it'll come back to that, okay? Maybe it'll rebound and stuff like that. And while, it was still full of action, then the ending, or the final 25% of the movie, final 15% of the movie, the conclusion, if you will, was really weird. It was far-fetched in a sense. The actions that they take at the end are just, you're questionable. They're questionable actions at the end. The whole movie's all about action and running away and stuff like that. And then at the end of this movie, when they still should be running away and stuff like that, they're taking their time and stopping at places they shouldn't be stopping at. It just gets so far-fetched and so crazy that it just didn't go with the first half of the movie. It just kind of went downhill, and it continued to go downhill for me. So, maybe somebody else will like it, and I'm interested to hear your comments, but maybe you'll see what I see in it when it comes downhill, and they start just, getting away from what it was all built up to be, and start making poor decisions, and I think that really ruined it for me. When I started this, I was up around a 9, 8.5. In the beginning was great. I loved it. Then it came down a little bit. I was thinking maybe an 8, and then as it comes all the way down, I'm actually going to give it a 7. Which is a good score. Don't get me wrong. If you've seen my other movie reviews, it's a decent score. That's, when I give average movies, I really wanted it to be a lot better, and it was in the beginning, and it let me down at the end. So we'll see what you think. Watch it, let me know, give me some comments, subscribe to my channel. I'd really be interested to see what you think, if you agree with me or if you don't. Maybe I missed something in there, but first half great, second half just kept going downhill and never recovered. So we're going to end with a 7 for Baby Driver. This is KimmelsIrishPub.com. Tune in again for more movie reviews. Thanks.